Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Monday, August the 12th. My name is Judge Esparza. We have some writ hearings scheduled for this afternoon. All the defendants are present in the courtroom. They were sworn in earlier this morning or this afternoon before we logged on. First case I'm going to call is C 3657-24-F, State of Texas versus Benito Corona. You speak English, Mr. Corona?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right there's good, sir. Right there's good. Just face the TV monitor. Robert Puente. You logged on, Robert? Robert, you ready? Robert, can you turn on your camera? Last chance. There you are. All right. Okay. Robert, your client is present in the courtroom. He does speak English. You may proceed. We lost you again.
I speak English.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes. Camera's off. There you are. The client's present, Robert. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking for a bond reduction. He's got bond for injury of a child, $30,000, arson, $100,000, and $15,000. The underlying facts for the arson was that he was, I guess, starting a little. He was burning some trash, and I think they exaggerated, or at least the reports were that he was trying. His intention was to burn his house down with his wife in it. That being said, I know the court only looks to the weighs those factors about his ability to make his court dates and his whatever danger he poses to society. We feel that those factors are met. He's not, as you can see, he's an elderly man. He doesn't have a violent crime history, and he has a place to live with his I believe his brother, Your Honor. He told me he only has about $500 in his savings, Your Honor. So we'd ask for any court consideration to lower these bonds. He's willing to be part of the AIP program or any other mechanism that would ensure his appearance at court.
What says the state?
Your Honor, we're not recommending any reduction. The victim in this case was his wife. He had assaulted her. Their daughter tried to intervene. The defendant pushes her, and he then intentionally tries to start a fire in the house. His only criminal. Sorry, Judge.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't see any criminal history. Was there any?
DWI from 1999.
Okay. There was 2 protective orders issued by the magistrate. The protected person is a Glenda Lozano, and the other one is a Maria Corona. Mr. Corona, how old are you, sir?
I'm 72, sir.
Where do you live?
568 Mars Circle Drive, Alamo, Texas. My wife and my daughter, they're dropping the charges, they said.
Okay, hold on just a minute, sir. I asked you one question. Where you live? Okay. The protective order that's in place is for 90 days. I did not issue it. It was issued by the magistrate. So you will need, or your attorney will need to talk to Judge JJ Pena regarding any changes to that protective order. But as it stands right now, if you are released on bond, and these are effective for 91 days, you cannot go back to the address at 568 Mars Circle in Alamo. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you go by there, if you drive by there, you will be arrested and facing new charges for violating the protective order. Do you understand that? These will expire November the 7th of this year. You were advised of that when you were magistrated. I'm telling you now, and you'll get a copy when you leave, sir, if you make bond. Do not violate that protective order. You'll end up back in jail facing new charges. Is that clear?
That's true.
You retired, sir? Do you work? Are you,
I'm retired, yes, sir.
okay. You have someplace else to go stay?
Yes,
Where would that be?
my brother's house
Where, what city?
in Mission. I have another brother in Edinburgh, so I can stay with either one of them.
Yeah. You're not to have any contact whatsoever with these individuals, sir. Don't call them, don't text message them, don't, any type of messages, you understand?
On the phone?
Not even from the phone in here, that would be a violation.
Okay.
You're not to possess any firearms. If there's any firearms at the house where you're staying, they need to remove them, or you could be in violation, or you will be in violation of the protective order.
Can I talk to my brother though? My brother?
You can, the only protected person is Glenda Lozano and, Maria Corona. You cannot speak to those two individuals, sir, or have any contact with them at this point. Paul? Reduced to $1,500 cash surety. Bond on the injury charge. Okay, this was try that one. Be reduced to $2,000 cash surety and bond on the arson charge. Be reduced to $2,000 cash surety. Sir, no drugs, no alcohol while you're out on bond. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
No contact with these victims. Anything else, Mr. Puente?
No, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a seat, sir. Good luck to you. Next case we're gonna call is C 3624-24I, State of Texas versus Edward Estrada. Speak English, Mr. Estrada?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and come on up to the front. Ruel Esquivel, this is your motion, sir. Proceed. Right there's good. You can see you on the screen. Face the screen.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon.
I haven't had a chance to speak with Mr. Estrada. I reached out to the state. The state made an offer of reduction from 25,000 to 10,000 with a drug patch.
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
I haven't been able to discuss that with Mr. Estrada. I don't know if he can make that. I know he's 49 years old. It appears he is a U.S. citizen. And that's the only information I have at this point, Judge.
Mr. Estrada, what city do you currently live in, sir?
I live in Downtown.
You own a house or you rent an apartment?
I live in my home. Family home.
You have a job, sir?
I was very good start when I got unfortunately locked up.
When's the last time you had a job?
Before then I was working for Real Pack and I think
It's been a while. It's been a while.
about a couple months. Yeah,
How old are you, sir?
I'm 49 years old.
Or if you make bonds, I'm gonna order monthly UAs, which means I'm gonna order monthly UAs, which means you're gonna get tested regularly through probation. You come back dirty once, you're gonna sit back in jail. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
No drugs, no alcohol. You're a little old to be using drugs, sir. You'll die of a heart attack.
I agree with you there.
Bond will be reduced. $3,000 cash surety. Monthly UAs to the probation. No drugs, no alcohol, sir. Understand?
$50,000 means $300.
In that ballpark, sir, the probation, the bondsman charge anywhere from 10 to 15%. So you'll have to negotiate that with the bondsman. Have your family contact the bondsman, or you can contact the bondsman and they'll tell you what they're gonna charge you. Good luck to you. Anything else, Mr. Escobar?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Estrada, if you get out, please call me. That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
You will need to stay in contact with your attorney because you will have to show up at the courthouse at a later date to take care of this matter. You understand?
And I'll get the information if I call up.
Information on,
The lawyer information.
Oh, I sent you a letter to your kiosk. You should have it there, sir.
okay, before you leave, ask him to check your mail. He sent you a letter.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Have a seat. Thank you, Mr. Escobar. Let's see, Sergio Judith, next case we're gonna call Sergio Munoz, C 3669-24-I, State of Texas versus Maximino Guerrero. You speak English, Mr. Guerrero?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Sergio, this is your, there you are. He is present, he does speak English.
Yes, Judge, good afternoon. Sergio Munoz here on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. We're here on a writ, Judge. He's got currently two cases before this court on one is a possession of controlled substance. The bond is set at $25,000, and the other is a possession of marijuana. Bond set at $15,000, Your Honor. I was not sure, Judge, who from the state was going to be handling it this afternoon, but I see that so I don't have a position as to whether or not they would be in agreement to reduce either of the amounts.
Judge,
Does
this
have an ISO, Sergio, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I saw an ISO hold on it.
Yes, Judge. Initially, we had when we had initially been appointed, we didn't have that information, but subsequently we were just informed that he does have an ICE hold as of now, from what the jail has told us.
What says the state on the bond?
state's not recommending a reduction, Judge. He does have an ICE hold.
Mr. Guerrero, how old are you, sir?
I'm gonna be 44 years old on October,
What city do you currently live in?
Westlaco, Texas.
How long have you lived there?
Over 35 years, Your Honor.
Understand that there's an immigration hold on your case, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which means that if you are released on bond, you'll be released to the immigration authorities. Whether they report you or not, that's something that you and your attorney will need to work out with them. I don't have any control over that, but there's a good possibility that you may be deported. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a job, sir?
Yes, I've been working for 20 years. Been working in the fields for over 20 years.
Paperwork, field?
Yeah, field work, sir. I do, onions, melons, watermelons, all that type of work.
All right, I'm gonna order, if you make bond, sir, monthly UAs. And you need to get out. If you get out, stay in contact with your attorney. You're gonna have to be checked once or twice a month. No drugs, no alcohol. If you come back positive, you're gonna end up back in jail. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bond will be reduced on the possession of controlled substance charge to $5,000 cash surety. Bond on the POM will be $1,500 cash surety. Anything else on that one, Sergio?
Nothing further, Judge.
I think you've got another one, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I also have Tisac Silva Mercado, Your Honor.
Go ahead and have a seat, sir. Bonds will reduce to 5,000 and 1,500.
Thank you, Your Honor.
5,500.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Get out, stay in contact with your attorney, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're gonna call C 3663-24-F, State of Texas versus Isaac Mercado. You speak English, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Mercado is present, does speak English. You may proceed, Sergio.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sergio was here on behalf of Mr. Mercado, Your Honor. He's got a theft of property before this court, Judge. It was with two prior misdemeanor convictions. Currently, the bond is set at $25,000, Your Honor. And I think on Mr. Mercado, Judge, I was not aware I don't think he has any ICE hold or anything like that. And I think the state might be able to verify that.
I didn't see any.
No, he doesn't have any ICE hold.
What are you asking on bond, Sergio?
Judge, on Mr. Mercado, Your Honor, we would just ask that the bond be reduced to at least 5,000 cash surety, Your Honor. He does have a misdemeanor criminal trespass that's not before the court, but it was also out of the same transaction. So that's what we would be asking for.
And what says the state?
Your Honor, the state's not recommending a reduction. The defendant was just released on July 2nd after pleading to a state jail theft out of the 92nd District Court. He received a 1244A, and then less than 10 days later, he had picked up another theft charge.
How old are you, Mr. Mercado?
28.
Who do you live with?
I live with my father. Well, my father lives with me. I own my house and my dad lives with me.
What city?
Mission, Texas, 204 letter 78572. I'm a landscaper. I have my own company. And
Sir, if you make bond, I don't want you going back to the WSS shoe store located on Conway and Mission. Do you understand me?
yes, sir. Wait, Your Honor, I have a question.
Hold on just a minute. The order monthly UA, sir. Bond will be reduced to $5,000 cash surety. The monthly UAs do not return to location. Anything else on that one, Mr. Munoz?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Back to you, sir. Have a seat.
Thank you. Just maybe excuse, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Laura Martinez Barbosa here. Next case we're gonna call is C 3633-24-J, State of Texas versus Eric Moreno. Speak English, Mr. Moreno? Okay. Laura, this is your motion.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Just for clarification, it's like the POM and the driver with a license suspended. The complaints have been filed in those two cases already.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
It's CR 24-05-615A and CR 24-05-616H. I'm sorry, H, not A.
H. Thank you, Judge.
So he's got the felony DWI and two POCS charges.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke with Mr. Moreno this morning. He's employed. He works as an electrician. He says the previous time that he'd been arrested was in 2020. I'm asking for any kind of reduction. The state did reach out to me in response, and they agreed to reduce the $50,000 bond to $20,000, Your Honor. But we're asking for less on all the counts or on the cases. If it could be maybe a $5,000 cash or surety on each one, Your Honor. He is a U.S. citizen.
What says the state?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. The state's recommendation is to reduce the second-degree possession charge to a $20,000 cash surety with the condition that the defendant obtain a drug patch. The other bond amounts we're recommending to remain the same.
How old are you, Mr. Moreno?
45, sir. Yeah.
What city do you live in?
Park, Texas.
Who do you live with?
I live with my wife. We're renting an apartment.
Okay. You're an electrician?
Yes, sir.
You work for yourself or you work for
So I
some?
work for DNF Industries in Park, Texas too. I've been in the region for 10 years.
I'm gonna order monthly UAs for probation. You're gonna have to get checks there monthly. I'm also gonna order, since this is a DWI third, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna order an ignition interlock device or portable. I'm gonna have you sign the order, sir, indicating that you have 10 days after you're released to get this device installed. Probation will contact you, and they'll give you a list of vendors that you'll have to go see to get that device installed into your vehicle. Any vehicle you drive, if it's a company vehicle you're driving, it's gonna have to have a device, or you don't drive. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You'll have 10 days upon release to get that done. Bond on the DWI charge will be reduced to $5,000 cash surety. Bond on the, the second degree POCS charge be reduced to $5,000 cash surety. And bond on the state jail, POCS charge will be reduced to $1,500 cash surety. Get out of jail, sir, you make sure you stay in contact with your attorney. You will have to show up at the courthouse at a later time to take care of this matter. You understand that? You better come back clean every time they test you. No drugs, no alcohol. You come back dirty once, we'll put you back in jail. Is that clear?
I understand.
All right. Did you sign the order? Sign it. It's just the ignition interlock device order, Lord, that he needs to sign.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You'll get a copy of that upon your release, sir. All right, good luck to you. Have a seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else, Laura?
That concludes my business, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case we're gonna call is C 3639-24-C, State of Texas versus Jose Romero. You speak English? You don't know English, ¿verdad? Español, okay. Carlos Garza, this is your motion. It does have an ice hold, Carlos.
Well, la-di-da, gee whiz. I thought that might be the case. This is, my client judge is 28 years old. He's from Guadalajara, Mexico. He doesn't have any papers to be here, and that's why he has that ice hold. The charge is smuggling persons. He's never been arrested before. He's already, he might be picked up by ICE, but maybe he'll qualify for a PR bond while waiting for immigration purposes. I don't know. I have no idea. But right now his bond is $15,000. The man is indigent, just doesn't have any money.
Okay. What says the state?
State's not recommending a reduction due to the ice hold, Judge.
Mr. Romero. What city do you live in?
Ahorita estoy viviendo aquí en kilómetros, muchos años, al lado de Monterrey, en Reynosa. Estoy en Reynosa ahorita.
Do you have family here in Hidalgo County?
No, estoy solo. Entonces, pero quisiera hacer una pregunta.
Bond will be reduced to $5,000 cash surety.
Very good.
Mr. Romero, you have a hold on your case from immigration, which means that if you make bond, you'll be released to the immigration authorities. And you may or may not be deported. Do you understand that? But the case is not going to go away. The case will stay pending. You will have to show up at the courthouse at a later date to take care of it. If you do not show up, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yo quiero, está bien el proceso que voy a pagar y acepto mi culpa, pero quisiera que me aventara más, pero para llegar.
What's he asking, Agent?
It's talking about a safety program.
You'll need to discuss that with your attorney. He'll come and visit you or make a phone call to you.
Pero no puedo hablar con llamar.
Speak to your attorney.
Gracias.
All right. Anything else on that one, Carlos?
No, sir. Thank you very much. May I be excused?
Sir, have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Next case we're gonna call is C 3626-24-L, State of Texas versus Alexis Garcia. Speak English, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Sergio Sanchez is his attorney. He's not present at this time. I don't see him on the screen. Have you had any contact with him, or did you have a recommendation on this one, Gabby?
Judge, they were not recommending a reduction. He was out on bond for a DWI and evading and picked up another evading charge.
Mr. Garcia, your attorney is not present at the time on the screen. The state is not recommending any bond reduction on your case. I did review the complaint. At this time, I'm gonna leave the bonds seem fair to me. They're $2,500 and $2,000. You also, I believe, have a case out of court too, if I'm not mistaken, on a motion to revoke, and there's no bond in that case anyway. So at this time, I'm gonna deny any relief requested. Your attorney can file another one. If you still can't make bond, but you still have that motion to revoke pending in court too. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and have a seat, sir. Good luck to you. I saw Judith Cantu log on. Judith, are you ready? We're gonna call C 3668-24-L, State of Texas versus Rodolfo Garcia. Speak English, Mr. Garcia? Mr. Garcia is present. Judith, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. I represent Mr. Garcia, Your Honor. He's being held on a $25,000 cash surety bond. He has 2 counts of aggravated assault and a DWI felony. The aggravated assaults are 10 each and the DWI is 5. Your Honor, I've spoken to his wife, who's one of the alleged victims. She's indicating to me that the police did show up at their residence. She told them she did not wish to proceed with charges. And she says that she wanted to file an affidavit or go and talk to them at the police, but they told her that she had to wait until the case went to the DA's office. So she's been trying to get a hold of the DA's office to do an AMP. She says she doesn't fear for her life. I believe they're separated, so I'm asking for a bond reduction. Mr. Rodriguez, he is indigent. I was court appointed, so I don't think he has. I know that I've spoken to his mother. They have no money, so I don't know if the court lowered it. But I am asking, since she does not wish to proceed, I'm asking maybe that the court said 1,000 cash surety on that, and the DWI, it's 5,000 cash surety.
Says the state.
Your Honor, the state's not recommending a reduction. The bonds are reasonable for both aggravated assaults and the DWI charge.
Mr. Garcia, how old are you, sir?
45, Your Honor.
45?
Yes, sir.
Have a job, sir?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
Hey, Advanced Automotive and A&G Construction. It's the same company.
What do you do there?
Advanced Automotive, I do, I order parts, and construction, I do remodeling, whatever,
How long have you been working there?
for more than 8 years.
The magistrate who arraigned you on these charges, sir, issued 2 protective orders.
Yes,
Protected person is Alexa Garcia, and the other one is Isis Garcia. These protective orders are both for 61 days, which means you cannot have any contact with these 2 individuals. You cannot go within 200 yards of their address. You cannot possess a firearm. You cannot contact them in any manner. Do you understand that?
yes, Your Honor.
If you drive by the house or you contact them, if you call them from jail, that's a violation of the protective order, and you will be facing new charges. These will expire on Monday, September the 23rd. You were advised at magistration. I'm telling you now, and you'll get a copy if you make bond. So don't go back over there. Where do you live, sir?
28. I got it.
You don't live at 1100 South 26th Street?
No, sir.
Not within 200 yards of that address, is it?
No, sir.
Okay, don't go by there. Don't go anywhere near there. Also, the magistrate who arraigned you ordered an ignition interlock device, and you requested both, and a portable device. Which means if you're gonna be driving any vehicle, whether it's yours or a company vehicle, it needs to have an ignition interlock device in it. In addition, you need to have a portable alcohol monitoring device that you carry around with you. It's the size of a cell phone. You've got to carry it with you at all times. And I'm going to order that you blow in it 3 times a day between the hours of 6 and 8 a.m., between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m., the hours of 10 p.m. and 12 midnight. Every single day, sir. If you come back positive for drugs, or you come back positive for alcohol, you're going to possibly end up back in jail. I'm also going to order that you have monthly UAs through probation, test you for drugs and alcohol. You come back positive, sir, you're going to end up back in jail. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. If I don't drive, I just need the other one.
You just need the portable. If you're going to be using any vehicle, like I said, whether it's a company vehicle or anybody's car, it needs to have a device on it. You understand me? Bond on the ag assaults. Currently set at what, 10?
10 each, yes.
Correct, Judge.
Be reduced. $2,500 each. Bond on the DWI. You on probation right now, sir?
No, sir.
Will also be reduced to $2,500. Cash surety on all 3.
So, Mr. Garcia, that means that you need to hire a bondsman that's gonna have to bond you out. Your bonds total $7,500 cash and surety, which means that you're gonna have to come up with at least $750, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything
Thank
else on that case, too?
No,
Thank you.
thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Make sure you comply.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you. Sergio, we just called your case, but we'll recall it right now. Alexis, go ahead and stand up. C 3626-24-L, State of Texas versus Alexis Garcia. The state was not recommending any reduction. He does have a motion to revoke out of County Court of Law number 2. And I was inclined to leave the bonds as is because 1, he's got the motion revoked, and 2, they're both pretty low. They're 2,000 and 2,500.
And Your Honor, thank you for recalling, Judge. I wasn't aware of the pending revo, and could you please admonish him that if that gets filed and signed, that's a no bond situation, that no matter what we do here, that we're all going to be trapped with that no bond?
Yeah, no, I advised them earlier, apparently the motion to revoke has been filed. There is a no bond here set on it, and I believe it has a hearing date. Well, I don't know if it has a hearing date. Does it show a hearing date on it for the motion to revoke? No. It's out of County Court of Law number 2, said it's a CR 22. I'll give it to you right now, 22-06345B. I think it's
Okay,
a DWI also.
Your Honor, you know what? My notes show that it's set tomorrow. I've got it here.
Okay,
The revo is set tomorrow. Mr. Garcia, I'll see you in court tomorrow.
Okay, yes, sir.
all right. Okay, thank you, Sergio.
Judge, if I need to file a non-suit, or maybe you just simply deny it, I'm fine either way.
Yeah, okay, we'll just go ahead and deny it and leave the bonds as is.
Thank you, Judge.
All right,
Okay.
have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Gabby.
Bye, Sergio.
Let's see. C 3571-24-J, State of Texas versus Jose Perez. Speak English, Mr. Perez? He's present. This is Mr. Busto's case. He's not on the screen. I don't see him. You had any contact with him, Gabby?
I have not, Judge, but he does have an ice hold.
I guess your position is opposed.
Correct.
Mr. Perez, you speak English, correct? Mr. Perez, there's an immigration hold on your case, which means if you were to make bond, you would be released to immigration authorities. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your attorney is not present on the screen. State is opposed to any type of bond reduction. Bond is currently set at $100,000. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and bond as is. Your attorney can contact the court if he wants to re-urge the motion. But if you were released, if I reduce the bond and you were released, you would be released to immigration. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Whether they deport you or not, I don't know, but that's what would happen. So at this point, we're going to deny, leave the bond as is. And if you speak to your attorney, he can contact the court if he wants to re-urge it. Okay? All right, good luck to you, sir. Last case we're gonna call is B 3599-24-I, State of Texas versus Juan Zuniga. Speak English, Mr. Zuniga, habla inglés?
No.
No. Ortegon,
Good morning,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Jorge, just in time.
Yes, Judge. No, and I do apologize. My wife, we had to get her car to the collision center, and yeah, it's been one of those afternoons, Your Honor.
You're good. We just barely got to your case.
Thank you, Judge.
You wanna-
Your Honor,
you wanna turn on
I
your
am
camera? Can you-
yes, I am parking. Let me just get, if I can have 1 second, Judge, I'm running into the parking lot as we speak.
All right. No habla inglés, ¿verdad, señor?
No.
Does have an ice hold, right, Gabby?
Correct, yes, Judge.
Been in jail 163 days. I show.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon.
Your Honor, Jorge Ortegon, I represent Mr. Zuniga, Judge. He does have an ice hold, Your Honor. However, we do believe that the bond is excessive, Judge. On behalf of Mr. Zuniga, as this honorable court knows, he is innocent until proven guilty, Judge, unless proven guilty, Your Honor. His bond is currently set at $25,000 for possession of a controlled substance, Your Honor. Obviously, this court knows that if he is able to make bond, he's going to have to pay 100% of that bond, Judge. Because of his immigration status, Judge, it is a drug charge. It's a nonviolent offense, Your Honor, and it is set at $25,000, which we do believe is excessive, Your Honor. Obviously, we know that he's probably not going to get a PR bond because of his immigration status, Judge, but would respectfully request maybe a $1,000 or $2,000 cash surety bond in case his family is unable to come up with that at some point, Your Honor.
What says the state?
Judge, the state's opposed due to the ice hold.
Mr. Zuniga, do you live here in Hidalgo County, sir?
Sí.
In what city?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh?
Sí.
How long have you lived in Edinburgh?
8 años. 8 years.
Are you married?
No, casi contado. No, he's.
He's living with somebody? Do you have children?
Sí.
How many?
One.
You have a job, sir?
Sí.
Where do you work?
Plomería. Plumbing.
How long have you been doing that?
5 años. 5 years.
You work for somebody?
Sí.
Mr. Zuniga, there's an immigration hold on your case. Do you understand that? Which means if you make bond, you'll be released to immigration and they may or may not deport you. Do you understand that?
Sí. Yes.
Bond will be reduced to $2,000 cash surety.
We appreciate
If you
that,
make
Your Honor.
bonds-
Thank you so much.
If you make bond, you need to stay in contact with your attorney. Do you understand? And if you're released to immigration, you're still gonna have to show up at the courthouse at some point to take care of this case. And if you don't show up, they're gonna issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand? We're out on bond, sir. No drugs, no alcohol. Ken? Anything else, Mr. Octagon?
That's all I have with this honorable court, Judge. We do appreciate this court's consideration, Your Honor. May my client, or may I be excused at this time?
Yes, sir. Have a good afternoon.
Likewise, Judge.
I believe that's everybody, right, Debbie?
Yes, Judge, I think that's it. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you for your help.
Thank you, Judge.